What's up, folks? I'm PETE58 with a video, 10 random facts about me. I had a couple people ask me to do it, and I'm also thinking about doing a Q&A, but I figured for right now I'd do a 10 random facts about me, PETE58. Shadow is with me, he's excited. No, I'm not, it's fucking boring. Shut up. Okay. Number one fact about me, I have an obscene amount of knowledge of American history. I don't know how best to explain it. I mean, you know, most people that know me personally, you know, they could ask me anything about a certain president, or they'll ask me, they'll say a certain president, I could tell you, you know, some stuff about them off the top of my head. You know, I don't go on Google or anything. This is shit I know. You know, and yeah, I've just read way too many history books, but okay, number two is one I'm not proud of. I smoke cigarettes. I'm currently trying to quit. It's really hard. I just started maybe about an hour ago quitting. Yeah, so you can see how well that's going, and you know, any tips other than putting a dick in my mouth, you know, are welcome. Number three is a bit more upbeat. It's I'm a writer. I'm a science fiction writer. I have a book for sale on Amazon.com. There's a link in the description below. It's about time travel. It's the first in a series. I'm working on book 2 right now. I'm working about a third or maybe almost a half of the way to the first draft. So it's going to be a little bit before the second one's out, but I think you'll enjoy the first one. Check it out. Number 4. Fact about me is I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, originally. I don't know if people know that or not. I think a few people that I'm close to on YouTube do know that. Most people don't. I like to tell people that, you know, because it's a big city. I like it. It's not New York, but so what? I love Philly, you know, and I was born and raised in there, South Philly, you know, actual Philly, you know, not outside the lying area. I mean, I was in the old neighborhoods. Number 5 fact about me is someone I really admire is George Carlin, the stand-up comedian. He's part of the what do they call it? The comedy Holy Trinity: Lenny Bruce, George Carlin, Richard Pryor. George Carlin, I read all his books. He only wrote a couple. I've seen every one of his specials. I listened to like almost all of his albums that I could find. He's the one that got me into you know speaking my mind. You know, I watched him through high school when he was still kicking and running around doing HBO specials. I mean, all through high school I watched him. I had all the VHS copies of most of the ones he did in the 90s, and then some he did in the 80s and the 70s. He was a big inspiration to me to always, you know, be vocal, you know, and that, you know, swearing isn't always a bad thing. If you've watched my Let's Play videos, you know that. And it's the reason why I curse so much is because of him, and I'm proud of that. I love George Carlin. You know, he's the greatest comedian of all time. You know, him to me is like, you know, he's a guy to me. He's a freedom fighter. He went to jail, you know, for you know, for swearing. I think that's, you know, that's you know, that's pretty cool. Anyway, okay, number 6 is one another one I'm not really too proud of. It sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. I've slept with lots and lots and lots of women. I'm lucky my dick didn't fall off, or I didn't catch fucking AIDS or something, you know, because I grew up in a time in the 90s, you know, when everyone had AIDS, apparently. But, yeah, you shouldn't do that, I guess. Yeah, that's probably not good, because I always hear shit about it, so. And I guess if I'm open about it, that means I'm trying to make amends, I guess. Because that's not a good thing to do. I know it sounds like it is, but it isn't, you know. Anyway, here's one that's a little bit more upbeat. It's Nintendo. I do not care for Nintendo. Even before their little YouTube policies, there was a time about a year or so ago I thought about maybe I should just do a channel with just Nintendo videos. So, you know, if there's a real copyright problem, I'll just delete the whole fucking channel because it's just Nintendo videos. And then they came up with that policy, well, you can where they'd only let you release Nintendo videos and then you could get money, and I was like, oh god, you know, let me decide what I'm gonna do, not Nintendo. So I'm not a big fan of Nintendo. Even when I was a kid, you know, I was Sega. I was a Sega boy, you know. I mean, forget Mario. I was a Sonic guy. I mean, I played some Super Nintendo, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, I loved Super Punch-Out. Castlevania was cool. But in the end, I preferred, you know, Sega Genesis. They had the more mature games, you know, that were more not graphics, but just like, you know, you could play Mortal Kombat, and, you know, the blood was already there. I'm sure there was an option on Super Nintendo where you could turn that stuff on, but, you know, I mean, that's just stupid, you know? Just keep it in there, you know? That stuff always bothered me. But, yeah, I'm a Sega guy. I don't care for Nintendo, and I don't ever plan on releasing any Nintendo videos, you know? Well, I guess unless they really, like, started changing their stuff, but I really don't think that'll happen. Number 8, music I really like. It's kind of strange because heavy metal and techno. You see, that's weird. Those are my 2 favorite kinds of music, and most people are like, you know, what the fuck? You know, I mean, it's like, it is pretty fucking stupid. Shut up. But I always like to tell people that it's like, you know, it's like heavy metal. Oh, and techno. You know, that's always a cool reaction. Number 9. I love Mystery Science Theater 3000. Most kids, when they were growing up, they had, you know, they watched, you know, certain TV shows, and most people know them. This is what I watched when I was a kid. I still watch it as an adult. I watch it when I'm feeling down or something. That usually, you know, makes me feel better. If you don't know what it is, just Google it, and it's the greatest show ever. I just love it, and, you know, it always makes me laugh, you know? Nothing better than movie riffing. I don't know. And last but not least, most of you know Jigsaw and Winter, my cats. Yeah, I have cats, and, you know, I've had cats for the past almost 10 years, but let me tell you something, I'm a dog person. Not that I don't like cats. Cats are, you know, most cats are cool, but in the end, I'm a dog person. I can't believe I've had this many cats, because I've had cats before Jigsaw and Winter, years ago, but I was always a dog person. I prefer dogs, you know, they have more personality, and I don't know, I'm just a dog person. Nothing against cats or cat people, it's just, I'm a dog person, I can't help that. But, you know, those are 10 facts about me. I hope you enjoyed them. If you like a Q&A, you tell me. If you have any ideas for my vlog, Is It Real? My Urban Legend series, I'm real proud of that. I'm trying to find a good subject to do. If you're familiar with the series, just, you know, comment or something on one of the videos, or comment here on this video about an idea you'd like to say. Alright, well, that's it for now. Please spin-dash that like and sub button, and check out my book, The Time Rippers, Book 1. It's available on Amazon. It's in the link in the description below. And Shadow, are you ready to spin-dash us out? Yes! Okay, let's do this.